Hello. Okay, these are the procedures for my next lesson. This lesson is called Data Detective, and the TEK is 8C. The student is expected to draw conclusions and generate and answer questions using information from picture and bar type graphs. So the first thing I'm going to do is just show the student a blank pictograph. And then I have these manipulatives. I have some buttons and I have some triangles and marbles. And we're going to just kind of play around with different amounts of these items and organize them on the pictograph so that he will have an idea of how to use the pictograph. Once we've done that, we will move to this next graph where I've already inserted the information, and we will find the important information first. One of our strategies is going to be counting how many items are in each row and then writing that number right here next to the name of the item. So we'll do that for all of these, and that'll just be one of the strategies to help us remember and use that important information to ask questions and answer those questions. For this first one, I've created some question cards, and we will go over these questions together and answer them. And this will just help us to see what kind of information we can bind using the graphs and how we can use that information. So how can we compare how many more erasers are there than notebooks, and then use those questions to kind of guide our discussion about the information on the graph. So how many pencils does Tom have, and what kind of information can we find in general on this graph? Then we will move to this next graph where I've also inserted some information, only this time we're going to use blank note cards, and we're going to write our own questions based on the information here. So first of all, of course, we'll show our strategy again, and then we will work on creating some questions together, and I will write those questions on the note cards, and then we'll talk about the answer together. And we will work out the answer on the back of the note card. So I have pencils also for us to show our work, because it's always important for us to be able to explain why we got the answer we did. And then for the assessment of this lesson, I have another graph that I will give the student, and he will be expected to show his strategy. So find the important information and write how many of each item there is here. And then he will be given 2 blank note cards on which he will have to write questions based on the information on this graph. If he has trouble with writing, since this is a first grade lesson, I may write the questions for him, but he will be expected to come up with the questions and then show his work on the back to answer those questions. So that is Data Detective. Thank you.